This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.
Hello students, welcome to AKS IAS. Today we have with us D. Ramesh sir, who secured All India rank 690 in UPSC CSE 2019. Welcome sir. AKS IAS heartily congratulates you on achieving this success sir.
Thank you. Once again, I will thank you AKS IAS Center and thank you, sir.
Yeah sir. So we would like to give a brief introduction about Ramesh sir. See, students, this is a story of perseverance and hard work. Okay. Sir had completed his diploma in electrics and electronics engineering and then got a job as a junior engineer based on diploma in the year 2013. Thereafter, he took up engineering as part-time in Osmania University. Based on his engineering scores, he then got a job in BHEL as an executive. Later on, with his hard work and determination, he rose up to the level of deputy manager in BHEL. And in spite of getting a good position in public sector enterprise like BHEL, he never gave up his dream of clearing the civil services examination. He took up this optional of public administration. I say this because of late, since the past many years, to score good marks in public administration has become a very difficult task for aspirants. But in spite of choosing public administration as his optional in civil services, he could get this rank with a good score. So today we have Ramesh sir with us. He will be sharing his success strategy, his preparation tips, and how he continued his preparation consistently over the past few years in spite of various challenges, ups and downs in his preparation. Over to Ramesh sir.
Thank you, Andy. Actually, for your support, and I think I am very happy to get this rank this time. Hello.
Yeah, sir. Please continue, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. So actually, as sir is introduced, so I completed my graduation from Osmania University. So then I joined in 2007 in BHL as executive trainee. So and I got promoted to senior engineer in 2012. So and I started my preparation from 2014 onwards. Then in 2016 I went up to interview first time, but at that time I was not able to clear, and this time I cleared. So and the role of AKS IAS is also actually is immense in my achieving this result. I artfully convey my thanks to AKS IAS Center. And so the main actually thing is there are three stages, as you know. One is prelims, mains, and interview stage. So after only in one, I started 2004, but I am not able to clear prelims. But 2015 onwards, I am continuously clearing the prelims exam. And because the main reason is because I used to continuously make mock tests. See, mock tests are very important to clear prelims. Even for mains also, they are very important. And in this mock test, actually AKSI Center is also conducting prelims mock tests. That will be very useful to you. And if you see, since last 3 to 4 years, the main focus of prelims exam is there are paper 1, paper 2, as you know. So paper 1 main current affairs portion is contributing maximum of marks. I think that will be, we can be useful from AK's current affairs programs are there. So they are very useful in that also. Like, and even CSAT also now, since 3-4 years, it is also getting day by day tough. Every year it is becoming very tough. So my advice to aspirants is the mock tests are very important, and you do as many as mock tests possible. And one more is current affairs also, you focus more on current affairs. That is also one of the important aspect to clear the prelims exam. And again, the NCERT books. Actually, every civil service aspirant will has to start from basics. Like NCERT books are very important. And I seen in AK Center they conduct a program regarding this current NCERT books. They are providing these NCERT books, and they are some of the videos on NCERT books that will be very useful, because they save time also for the aspirants, because reading all books and it will take time. So but whereas the AKS sent, they are giving that valuable materials that will save your time, that will be very useful to you to understand concept. Mm, um, After that, again, mains also you have to mainly focus on answer writing. As mains, there are one essay paper, there are 4 GS papers, and 2 optional papers. So main focus you have to be on GS and essay also. They are very important. You can score essay also good marks. If you score good marks in essay and optionals, I think you will rank will be better. So I suggest you to do practice as many as mock tests possible. So this AKS center is also providing mock tests, so that will be very useful. I also written mock test from here. They are very useful to me, because basically it is the question of time. We have to attempt as many questions as possible in the specified time, so that you have to write a answers as required by question, and that you have to attempt all the questions. So both are important. There should be quality and also quantity, both are important. So for that you need a regular practice, so that will be very useful to you. So even interview guidance program also very useful for me, what I attended at AKSI center. So they give it like experience of how we have to, what are the custom, how to behave, how our gestures will be in the when actual real interview. So that will be useful. And what are our, and they also asked many questions based on my DAF. So that also very helpful. That helped me to again pick answers from where I am means not able to put my concepts clear. So they have all helped me. Uh, and finally, thank you. And there is also program, special programs are there from AK Center for Telugu medium students. They are also doing a good job of like they normally most of the Telugu students, there is a scarcity of material for them. So I found that in for Telugu medium students, they are collecting current affairs, and they are translating to Telugu, and they are providing those material. That is very helpful actually. That will be very very helpful to rural background students to understand any concept. That is there. Finally,
Thank,
I once again thank you AKSIS Center, sir.
thank you, sir. Thank you for acknowledging our support regarding your preparation. Sir,
Yes.
so we would like to ask some questions that a lot of students who come to AKS ask us.
Okay.
Sir, like you were in a public sector job,
Yes.
that is PHEL. So
Yes.
why did you plan to choose civil services as a career, sir?
Actually, main thing is in civil services, we better understand. We are very near to people. There is a scope. We can move near to people, and we can understand their problems. And we have the authority, and we have also some resources at our disposal that will be better utilized. If we have any ideas, new ideas, we can implement because of our position and our resources. So that is my main motive. Even though I am comfortable in public sector job because it is my technical field, but still I feel that something we can achieve more like that. So that is the main motive for me.
సార్ అంటే మీరు సివిల్స్ కి ప్రిపేర్ కావాలనేది చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి మీకు కోరిక ఉండేనా, లేదా మీరు జాబ్ జాయిన్ అయ్యాక యునో లైక్ డెప్యూటీ మేనేజర్ గా పిఎస్సి లో చేశారు, దానికంటే సంథింగ్ బెటర్ నేను సర్వీస్ చేయాలి సొసైటీకి అనే ఆలోచన అప్పుడు పుట్టిందా?
Yes, and actually civil service is a long process, and it is a very long I feel long process. So I thought first financially I should become independent, because I should not be a burden to my parents. So I thought first I will get one job, and then only I will start like that. Actually, that is, but to write civil services, it is from my, it is from many years, means childhood, like degree, from degree time itself, I decided. But first, I have decided to join a good job. Then only I will start. So that's why it became late.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ చాలా మంది ఆస్పిరెంట్స్ కి ఇదొక క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుంది సార్. మనం జాబ్ చేసుకుంటూ సివిల్స్ కి ప్రిపేర్ కావచ్చా? జాబ్స్ చేసుకుంటూ ఫ్యామిలీ ప్రెషర్ పెట్టుకొని సివిల్స్ క్రాక్ చేయొచ్చా అనేది చాలా మందికి ఉండే అపోహ. దానిపైన మీ అభిప్రాయం చెప్తారా సార్?
ఎస్ అండి, కావచ్చు. బట్ ఏంటంటే ఒకటి మనకు ఇంకోటి, నాకు ఏంటంటే నా కేసులో ఫ్యామిలీ సపోర్ట్ నాకు బాగుందండి. సో ఈవెన్ మై వైఫ్ వాస్ వెరీ కోఆపరేటివ్ టు మీ. And because if you do job, it will take a little bit long time. But thing is, if you are consistent and you are persistent in your efforts, because whenever you get free time, we should not waste like that normal our other normal person. Because we are when we are going to job, we will get very little time. So whatever available time, we have to use effectively. So and we have to, there is also thing is like we cannot read all current affairs like paper reading. It will take time, but sometimes this current affairs, we get some website like AKN, that IAS current affairs, that will be save little time, and it will also helpful in your preparation, but it will take a little time. But thing is, you should be consistent and persist in your efforts, and if you do like that, definitely you will get.
Sir, how would you plan your schedule, sir, daily schedule, while preparing for UPSC along with your job?
Sir, pardon?
సార్, మీరు జాబ్ చేసుకుంటూ యూపీఎస్సీ కి ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యేవాళ్ళు? ఏదైనా డైలీ షెడ్యూల్ ఉండేదా సార్ మీకు? మంత్లీ టార్గెట్ గానీ డైలీ? సార్, am I audible now, sir?
Yes sir, now audible andi, now audible.
Yeah sir, like would you have a daily schedule, sir, for preparation along with your job when you were preparing?
Yes sir, I make a plan, sir. Actually, yes sir, in prelims as well as mains, I make a plan that like in weeks, sir, I will make weekly plan, sir. So in this week, I have to complete this portion, like that I will make weekly plan. And also I also plan that how many tests I have to write in this week, whether for optional as well as during prelims period, also during mains time also, how many tests at least I have to cover in mains time, at least 2 general studies papers and optional paper. Like that, I will plan schedules for reading, and also for tests also I will plan.
Okay sir. Sir, prelims ane subject, prelims exam kosamu, there is humongous volume of material as well as lot of syllabus. There is no limit on the syllabus. So yes, how would you prepare for prelims examination, sir?
అదండి, ఒకటి మన ఏంటంటే మన ఏ మెటీరియల్ చదవాలి ఏదైనా ఒకటి ఫస్ట్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలండి. ఎందుకంటే దేర్ ఈస్ అ లాట్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ ఆన్ వెబ్సైట్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఐ సజెస్ట్ ఈస్ NCERT is very important. We have to cover anyway to develop concepts and to clear understanding. We have to cover NCERT. So I have covered NCERT from AKS and also from books also. And then current affairs, you choose one platform and you continuously follow that platform. I think that will be very useful, sir. Because and going around 100 things, and we may miss something here, but you choose one platform and you stick to platform and you regularly follow that one, and I think that will be sufficient, sir, for current affairs.
Okay sir. Sir, for the current affairs, did you make some self notes out of Hindu newspaper, or you prepared from the magazine? Was that sufficient?
No, magazine is sufficient, sir. Actually, Hindu paper I read, but whatever, actually I see that whatever the information Hindu is coming, actually that were normally appearing in the even current affairs magazine also. So there is but any concept clear understanding, I think you have to read Hindu paper, that is required. But I feel for primary examination, whatever the current affairs questions related, like in coming in papers, Hindu newspaper, and I observed in the current affairs magazine.
Okay sir, thank you sir. Sir, like you said that a student has to read the NCERT books for starting their preparation. Sir, should the student also make some notes from NCERT, sir?
It is actually inside there are many books ఉన్నాయండి, but if you have any material you can follow that. Otherwise, if you have the time, sufficient time, then you can prepare notes also. That is fine, good and enough. Because whenever you need to review again, just once you go through that notes, and then it will save time also for you.
Okay, sir.
Have enough time, you can make notes, sir. That is good one.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, before the prelims examination, there is usually a sense of feeling among the aspirants that the portion has not been completed. No matter how many years they have studied, there is always this feeling that there is still a lot to do. So
Yes, yes.
what do you suggest to the other aspirants? How should they plan their preparation pattern for prelims examination? When should they start revising?
Yes, at least 15 days before you start revising, and at least 15 days, and you have to revise fast actually. So and at the same time, while revising also, you start mock actually normally you have to do continuously mock test, but even before that 15 days, you do mocks, and you clearly again you once again you observe that where you are making mistakes and which topics, and again at that time onwards you again focus on those subjects where you feeling you are lagging. And also you quickly review all whatever you have made notes or whatever you topics, but don't worry that I have not covered this topic, I have not covered this that topic, but that is leave it. But whatever you have till that time you have covered, you again once again review that, and you prepare, you try as many as mark tests possible. That is enough.
Okay, sir. Sir, one small request, sir. Can you maintain the eye contact with the camera, sir? Like for the viewers, it is a bit difficult.
Okay.
Sir, another query that a lot of students from AKS ask is, like regarding the answer writing practice, sir. Especially students from rural background, they face a lot of difficulty in writing answers. So how should a student develop the skill of answer writing? And can you share your strategy on how you developed your answer writing skills, sir?
Actually, that is thing is, you actually nowadays most of the questions are from current affairs related, and even JS1, JS2, JS3, JS4 all are coming from current affairs related questions only. One main thing is, first of all, if your concepts are clear, then question reading is very important. You try to read two to three times that question. I mean, initial when you are starting initial stage. So there are in questions, there are parts, subparts also. So you try to answer each of that subpart. And thing is, one is we like introduction, body, conclusion. I think I also followed that format only. I suggest you to follow same format, like some introduction regarding only 2 to 3 lines introduction regarding that question, how, what is the question regarding, and then main answer. You have to cover all subparts of that question in the body. What are the subparts of that question covered, that all you have to cover in the body. Then conclusion is like some in policy or something like futuristic. Otherwise some any quotes or something you have to conclude, sir. That is, so normally you follow this introduction, body, and conclusion, and that is the only actually I followed like that, sir.
Okay, sir. Sir, and for answer writing, did you have a daily practice session on answer writing? Was it only before the mains examination?
No,
What do
I
you
have
aspirant?
daily answer writing practice. Yes, I have daily answer writing practice. Now, but actually before, not at least initially, once prelims result is over, then we have to start answer writing, sir. Answer writing is very important. Otherwise, we once we cannot postpone to, that is to till mains, because whenever we write answers, then only we will come to know where we are lagging and where we are our fault. If and you get corrected that answer sheets, then only we will come to know that where we are lagging.
Okay, sir. Sir, like regarding answer writing, should we write in point format or paragraph format? Which one do you suggest, sir? Especially in general studies papers.
Yes, if it is points format, that question, the answer is some questions are not available in point format, but wherever point format we can write a answer, so it is better to write in points format. but you follow that actually subparts. If the questions have many have subparts, but you make a heading for each subpart and write the points in that question. Answer to that question in point format. That is it.
Okay, sir. Sir, regarding the mains preparation, sir, in the year 2016, you had gone to the UPSC personality test, that is the interview. And again, in the year 2019, you had cleared the mains as well as the interview. So what was your difference in the strategy? Like from the past mistakes, what have you learned and in which way have you improved your preparation, sir?
Actually, in 2016, I find some of GS2 is my weakness. I find, and also I got less scores in ethics also, GS4 also. So from again 17 onwards, actually I improved my overall. Actually, I concentrated on all my GS subjects, and also I with a special focus on GS2 and GS4. Like even I improved my score, my answer rate. Many I have written many tests in for my optional public administration also. And also in 2016, one more problem was that I am not answering the question correctly. Means so that also I got corrected. So now in the 2019, I stick to the what is the question, what is the demand of the question. Actually, that is important. So I followed that one. So because of that only, that my marks in GS has improved.
Okay, sir. Sir, and regarding the personality test, the interview, how was your experience at UPSC interview board, sir? And what were the kind of questions that were asked? Could you suggest some?
Uh,
Could you share some questions and what was the answer that you gave? Some of the
yes,
important questions.
yes. So actually, my interview both even in 2016 and 2019 based on DAF based only. DAF means detailed application form based only. And I'm doing job in BHL since 2007, and the mostly questions are based on my job profile. Even in 2019, 16 also I got good score in interview. I got 179 marks interview. And I hope this time also I got good score. And most of the questions are like based on now BHL public sector, how the public sector policy of the government and what is the disinvestment. Now we have disinvestment targets are there. Whether government is able to achieve the disinvestment targets in this scenario. Uh, like and even my optional is public administration, then how local because why our local governments are not strengthened to the required level, and what is the role of NGOs, like these questions are some of these questions asked in the interview. And actually my father works in Singareni collieries, so questions on Singareni also asked. So some of these are the questions.
Okay, sir. Sir, and did they ask any questions related to current affairs in your interview, sir?
Yes, sir. They asked actually CAA. They have asked questions on CAA and some of the schemes, programs implemented in the Telangana government. They asked what are the programs they implemented, welfare programs implemented in the Telangana. Like these are current affairs questions they have asked.
Sir, and did they ask about your hobbies or your educational background, sir?
Actually, they asked mainly questions on public administration. My educational background is BE graduation in Triple E. But actually, I am working since many years. They have not asked on my graduation subject, but they have asked on my work experience, work-related issues, and on public administration issues.
Sir, what was the board, sir?
This time, sir, Manoj Soni sir.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, and regarding your job profile, what was the kind of questions that they asked, sir? Did they ask this question? This is one of the common question where they ask, why do you wish to get into civil services rather than your existing job, which you're working since the year 2007?
Yes, they asked that question. Why you want to leave? You have a good job and you are now at good position. Why you want to leave your job and why you want to join civil services? Then what is how your work experience will be useful in the administration. These type of questions they have asked.
Sir, if you don't mind, can you tell the answer that you have given, sir, so that a lot of students are actually eager to know that?
Actually, I informed that yes, I mean, my main motive is to. It is a great achievement. It is my since childhood. I mean, it is my one of my dream to become a civil services officer. I'm mainly IAS officer. So because of the dream to achieve my dream, and also thing is little bit we can contribute to society, actively contribute to society. So with these motives only I'm appearing for the exams or like that I do.
Okay, sir. Sir, and regarding this mains exam, sir, you have this paper called essay in UPSC
Yes.
mains. So what was your strategy for the essay paper, sir?
Actually, see, essay we normally essay will be actually elaborative. We have to write a many like normal strategies there. Like we have to cover sociological aspect, what are the economical aspect, what are the environmental aspects. Like that, we have to cover entire aspects of that issue. And the thing is, we have to start with if it is there any examples. We have to start with any examples are like story based, otherwise like that we have to. And main thing is we have to conclude with some, we have to value addition we have to do in the conclusion. Actually that will be very useful when fetching marks. So I have covered like that. Actually that conclusion will be like futuristic. We have to after we have that conclusion will represent your views in the to the examiner, like that. That will be very useful if you do like that.
Sir, did you have any separate preparation for essay, or you think that whatever you prepared for general studies and the optional paper, is it sufficient for the essay paper?
Actually, I feel no, it is separate preparation is required for essay, because where in general studies we prepare a habit that to writing answer to the point, because there it is very precise. We have to write to the point and we have to cover the question, because there is a time constraint is there and also space constraint is there, and we cannot write elaborately in general studies normal GS papers. But it is a different strategy is required for essay, because essay is exhaustive and we have to cover points as many as with respect to that essay, which means which covers that essay related to the essay. So there is there is a requirement of separate preparation for separate preparation and separate strategy for essay, I feel.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, and regarding the general studies paper, sir, ethics paper, lot of students think that they can do well in the ethics paper, but actually when the result of UPSC comes in, the marks that they expected is not the same which they had expected. So what was your strategy for ethics paper, sir? Over the years, you have seen the differential in the marking pattern. So how do you think you have improved from 2016 to 2019, sir?
Actually, 2016, my improvement is I used to normally be first for knowledge. We have to read books, that is compulsory. But thing is, mainly ethics paper is like general. It is also mainly on the general lines. And while writing question test mock tests, you prepare a habit of writing examples related to you, like your own examples. You create some for every situation. You create some your practice some your own examples, and better my suggestion is you write that examples related to that question in the answers. And one more thing is the quotations are also very important as compared to GS for ethics paper. So you also develop some you also collect some quotations and you use that quotations wherever the question demands, and that will be useful. And mainly it is like compared to writing whatever available in book, use some understand that concept and you write you some add your own examples, and that will be useful. I think that is my strategy this time for GS4 paper.
Okay, sir. And what was your approach for the case studies in ethics paper, sir?
Yes, actually, normal case studies have around 130 marks out of 250 marks. 130 marks are for 130, 120 marks are for case studies. So, and most of the case studies are like now we see in the newspaper some issues are there. So there, why I used to do like Hindu, we have, there is readers, is there, readers column is there. So there are different opinions they will represent. Some on an issue, there are different versions of opinions they will put in that readers column. So I think my suggestion is you go through that, because we come to know different views. So even in case study also, we have to put different views, and finally we have to and what is our view or our suggestion, we have to put in the final. So I think that will be useful. You represent different views, and finally you present what is your view, what is your suggestion. So I think that is the approach to case studies.
Sir, did you give any personal examples, like the examples that you faced in your personal life in the UPSC ethics paper, sir?
No, actually I am not like that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, and one more thing, sir. A lot of students have this question, as in, how do you maintain this consistency of preparation? Because usually in the initial years of preparation, there is this enthusiasm and, you know, interest for preparation. Over a period of time, to sustain this interest, this is a major challenge for many students. So how did you manage your motivational levels, and could you suggest the future aspirants on how to maintain and their motivation levels?
Yes, actually every time when we are not able to clear, we feel some depression, means we demotivated. So but thing is, see, our hard work, our efforts always bear fruit at some but maybe it will be delayed, not quickly, but someday if you are sincere, you are putting your hard efforts, and you are following the correct strategy, I think sooner or later you will definitely get going to clear the exam. Actually that is only my motive. So every time whenever I fail, I mean demotivated for, but again for a short period, but again I formulated my strategy. I find out to wherever what are the means in which subjects or in which papers I am lagging, and where I need special focus that I have seen. Then always I kept in mind that we have to work hard, and we have to work consistently, and also what is the requirement of the questions, and what is the strategy we have to follow. We have to always every time reinvent our strategy. If you do like that, I think sooner or later you definitely get means rewarded. That is only my strategy. Means hard work, if you do sincere hard work, I think definitely you will get rewarded. That is only my suggestion to future aspirants. But never bother about that I'm failing. But again, that is the experience, and you add on that. You add that the experience will be a addition to you, and that and on that you add your, again you increase your knowledge, and definitely that will be useful in the next attempt.
Thank you, sir. So what would be your source of motivation, or whenever you got demoralized, sir, at times due to, you know, different situations in life, what would you do, sir? Like, would you have some, would you indulge in yoga or meditation, or would you talk to some seniors, or how would you manage the situation, or your family was supporting? What was your way of dealing with the stress, sir?
Yeah, actually I do yoga meditation. So I do meditation daily around 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes I do meditation. So that was very helpful material, because that will that will we feel, means our what are the strengths, our weakness, we come to know in meditation. We get a calmness, with peaceness. So I used to do that meditation, and my family also supportive of me, because they used to support me that yes, we have studied. I have a good student. I have got good marks in graduation, even every diploma also. But something we need more here. So definitely we can, if you work a little bit harder, I think definitely we will get. You will achieve like that. My family always used to support me. So these two aspects, and even I used to sometimes talk with seniors how they are also at one time they are also not able to clear, but after their persistent efforts they used to tell no, they after some efforts we able to clear. So based on these three aspects I will used to get motivation. Then I started to attempt like that. I started.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you tell your strategy regarding the public administration optional? What was the reason for you to choose public administration optional in the first place? And how did you plan your strategy for PubAd optional, sir?
Actually, public administration I chosen because I first for in 2013-14 I was in Bangalore, so there faculty was available actually. So because of that, the reason I have chosen public administration. So then afterwards, once I moved to Hyderabad, then I my own preparation. There are some standard books, so I used to read that books and I used to make notes. Actually, I because the out of these 4 5 years, I almost prepared my notes for public administration. So every time I used to read the notes, and I used to add some other any from current affairs, because public administration is mostly related to current affairs also, because second are say reports and emerging new issues, so that I used to add every time. So that was my strategy. And one thing is, we have to write continuously mock test, and you have to get correct that should be correct. You have to get feedback from faculty whether we are writing what as per the question demand or not. So you have to verify that is there or not.
Sir, did you make self notes for PubAd optional, sir?
Yes, I made self notes for PubAd option.
For general studies, did you make some self notes, sir, or standard material was sufficient?
Standard it is sufficient, but some of the topics, whenever I find a new topic, not that for that I made notes for general studies also.
Okay, sir. Sir, and regarding PubAd optional, sir, did the general studies preparation help PubAd optional, sir?
Yes, because GS2, and public administration syllabus is mostly related. So public administration, what is there are in public administration? One is 2 papers. The paper 2 syllabus is mostly related to GS2. So the public administration preparation has helped me in GS2 more.
Okay, sir. Sir, in the UPSC interview, did they ask some questions about PubAd optional, sir, regarding your optional base?
Yes, sir. They asked like practical questions. How local governments, like local government is also topic in the public administration. NGOs also is a topic in the public administration. Regarding NGOs, they have asked, and regarding SHGs, self-help groups, is also topic in the public administration. Regarding how SHGs and now recently farmer producer organizations. So that is also regarding, yes, they most some of the questions. These are all related to public administration.
Okay, sir. Sir, in 2016, what was your score in PubAd optional, sir?
I got 155. I got in 2016.
Okay, so thereafter,
2016 I got, sir. When I actually I'm consistently maintaining in public administration around 150 above.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because actually, a lot of students are finding it difficult to get good marks in PubAd optional. So we know that from 2016 onwards, with the reorientation of your strategy, with your hard work, answer writing practice, value addition, I think this year the scores must have been much better than what you got in 2016 in PubAd optional, sir.
Yes,
Because a
I
lot of
expect.
students, in spite of all their efforts, were not able to get good marks in PubAd. But you had that practical approach to public administration, and I think that really helped to get the rank this time, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, and one more question, sir, regarding this current affairs, sir. Current affairs, there is no bondage to the syllabus, sir.
Hello, is it
Yes.
audible? Hello.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, but it is a little bit disturbance.
Yeah. Now is it okay, sir?
Now okay, it is okay.
Yeah, sir. So for current affairs, sir, how many months before the prelims should the student focus upon current affairs?
Excuse me. Hello.
Yeah, sir. Am I audible?
Yes. Actually, we suggest to previous 6 months from prelim state. You go for at least 6 months from the prelims. So that before 6 months current affairs you go, but if time permits again, you can go up to 1 year. That 1 year of current affairs you read well. But if it is any time constraint is there, but you have to read at least the before 6 months current affairs you read thoroughly. That is very important.
Okay, sir. Sir, and for the mains examination, sir?
Yes, mains examination at least from like last mains, after mains onwards, what from then onwards, what are the current affairs? You go through those current affairs. At least 1 year you put no. 1 year it is required.
Okay, sir. Sir, and lot of students who had written the mains examination, one of the most challenging period for them is the time between the mains after completing the mains examination and before they get the mains result, that is the interview call. So how did you manage your time and your preparation during this phase, sir?
Actually, after mains, actually we will get some free time. So during May, after mains and before the result of mains, actually I just only go through normal newspaper reading and any current affairs. That's all. But I have not gone. I have not read much during that time. Actually. But I used to follow newspaper and current affairs. That is enough during that period.
Okay, sir. Sir, and one small request, sir. Like there are a lot of students from Telugu medium background. సో వాళ్ళ కోసం మీ సక్సెస్ మంత్ర లేకుంటే మీ ప్రిపరేషన్ స్ట్రాటజీని ఒక 5 to 10 minutes లో చెప్తారా సార్? ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ కావాలి బిగినర్స్ కి? యూపీఎస్సి ప్రిపరేషన్ ఎలా చేసుకోవాలి? యూపీఎస్సి ప్రిపరేషన్ మీడియం ఎలా సస్టైన్ చేయాలి? అలాగే మీ స్ట్రాటజీ ఎలాగుంటే దీనిపైన మీరు ఒక 5 to 10 minutes మీరు కొంచెం క్లుప్తంగా చెప్పండి సార్ తెలుగులో.
అసలు తెలుగు మీడియం ఓకే. ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు తెలుగు మనకు కొన్ని తెలుగు మీడియం ఏకెన్ సెంటర్స్ లో మనకు తెలుగు మీడియం మీద కూడా కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ ఉంది. సో దాన్ని ఫాలో అవ్వండి. అది యాక్చువల్ నాకు తెలిసి అది చాలా యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది మీకు. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే మనకు మెయిన్ సివిల్స్ లో ప్రిలిమ్స్, మెయిన్స్, ఇంటర్వ్యూ 3 స్టేజెస్ ఉంటాయి. సో ప్రిలిమ్స్, మెయిన్స్ రెండింటి కూడా మీరు ఎన్ని వీలైనంత మాక్ టెస్ట్లు రాయడం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఈ తర్వాత ప్రిలిమ్స్ లో కూడా కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అలాగే ఎన్సీఆర్టీ బుక్స్ కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎన్సీఆర్టీ మెటీరియల్ కూడా ఎన్సీఆర్టీ బుక్స్ కూడా కంటిన్యూస్ గా చదవండి. ఎన్సీఆర్టీ బుక్స్ ఏంటంటే మనకు అవి కాన్సెప్ట్ డెవలప్ అవడానికి ఉపయోగపడతాయి. సో వాటి తర్వాత కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ కూడా చదవండి. ఇంకోటి ఈ మధ్య యాక్చువల్ గా లాస్ట్ ఒక 2-3 టైమ్స్ నుండి సీసాట్ కూడా కొంచెం డిఫికల్ట్ గా టఫ్ అవుతుంది. అది కొంచెం తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ కి అది కూడా ఒక డిఫికల్టీ ఉంటుంది. నా సజెషన్ ఏంటంటే వీలైనన్ని సీసాట్ టెస్ట్, మాక్ టెస్ట్ కూడా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. అప్పుడే మనకు స్కోర్ ఇంప్రూవ్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్ ఈవెన్ దిస్ ఇయర్ కూడా చాలా మంది మా తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది కూడా పేపర్ 2 టఫ్ ఉంది అని చెప్పారు. ప్లస్ అండ్ చాలా మంది పేపర్ 2 వల్లనే వాళ్ళు క్వాలిఫై కాలేకపోయారు. సో నా సజెషన్ ఏంటంటే సీసాట్ మీద కూడా స్పెషల్ ఫోకస్ పెట్టండి. సో నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి మెయిన్స్ లో అది ఇంకోటి మీరు యాజ్ మెనీ పాసిబుల్ యాజ్ మాక్ టెస్ట్ రాయండి. మాక్ టెస్ట్ రాయడమే కాకుండా వాటిని కరెక్షన్ చేయించుకొని మీరు ఎక్కడైతే మన ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ లో ఏ టాపిక్ లో మనం వీక్ ఉన్నామో, ఎక్కడ మనం కరెక్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ డిమాండ్ తగ్గట్టు మనం అటెంప్ట్ చేయలేకపోతున్నామో అదొకటి చూసుకుంటూ మీరు ముందుకెళ్ళండి. ప్లస్ ఇంకోటి మెయిన్ వచ్చేసి మనకు ఎస్ఏ అండ్ ఎథిక్స్ పేపర్ ఆల్సో మనకు ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎస్ఏ మనకు స్కోరింగ్ సబ్జెక్టు. ఎస్ఏలో కూడా మీరు ఆ టాపిక్ మీద వీలైనంత ఎక్కువ విషయాలను, దానికి సంబంధించిన విషయాలను సేకరించండి. ప్లస్ దాన్ని దానికి టాపిక్ రిలేటెడ్ వీలైనంత కవర్ చేయడానికి కూడా చూడండి ఆ ఎస్ఏ రాసేటప్పుడు. ఐ థింక్ దెన్ ఆప్షనల్ కూడా స్పెషల్ ఫోకస్ పెట్టండి. ఎందుకంటే ఆప్షనల్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫర్ స్కోరింగ్. Most of the toppers are scoring in essay and optional. They are getting good scores, and because of దాని వల్లనే వాళ్ళ ర్యాంక్ కూడా మంచి ర్యాంక్ వాళ్ళు పొందగలుగుతున్నారు. సో మై సజెషన్ ఇస్ ప్లీజ్ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ఎస్ఏ అండ్ ఆప్షనల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ టు గెట్ వెరీ గుడ్ మార్క్స్. ఐ థింక్ అలా చేస్తే ఐ థింక్ మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా మీ ర్యాంక్ సాధిస్తారని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను.
సార్, అంటే తెలుగు మీడియంలో ప్రిపేర్ అవుతే మనకు మెయిన్స్ లో కానీ ఇంటర్వ్యూలో కానీ చాలా ఇబ్బందులు ఫేస్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుందని చాలా మంది స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఉండే అపోహ సార్. సో దీనికి సజెషన్ ఏంటి సార్?
అంటే నాకు తెలిసి 2016 లో మన యాక్చువల్ తెలుగు మీడియం థర్డ్ ర్యాంక్ వచ్చాడు. సో అంటే నేను ఎప్పుడు తెలుగు మీడియంలో ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఇవ్వలేదు, బట్ అంత లేదు. బట్ ఐ హోప్ దట్ ఈస్ అదేం ప్రాబ్లం కాదని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్. అండ్ తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఆన్సర్ రైటింగ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇది ఎలా చేయాలంటారు సార్ మీరు? అంటే తెలుగు మీడియం బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళకు సో స్టార్టింగ్ లో ఇంగ్లీష్ న్యూస్ పేపర్ చదవడం కానీ ఇంగ్లీష్ మెటీరియల్ చదవడం కొంచెం ఇబ్బందికరంగా ఉంటుంది. సో ఈ రీజన్ వల్ల వాళ్ళు యూపీఎస్సీ ప్రిపరేషన్ ఆపేయడానికి కూడా చాలా మంది ఫ్రెండ్స్ మధ్యలో వదిలేస్తుంటారు. డూ యూ థింక్ దట్ there is some whatever suggestion that you have on this sir?
అవునండి, యాక్చువల్గా తెలుగు మీడియం నుండి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళకి ఏంటంటే కొన్ని ఇంగ్లీష్ లో కొన్ని అవి క్లియర్ గా అర్థం చేసుకోలేకపోతారు. అంటే నేను కూడా అంటే చూశాను. సో దానికి నా సజెషన్ ఏంటంటే మనకు ఇప్పుడు ఏకేఎస్ ఐఎస్ సెంటర్ లో తెలుగులో కూడా వాళ్ళు కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ తెలుగులో ఇస్తున్నారు, ఇంగ్లీష్ లో ఇస్తున్నారు. సో ఐ థింక్ ఇఫ్ వి ఫాలో దట్ ఈస్ ఐ థింక్ దట్ ఈస్ బెటర్. That will help them in first understanding, because if it is Telugu available, they can understand the concept. Then again, they will read the English current affairs. So, and at that time, I think their any doubts or any clarification, they will get clarified. They get clarifications on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because AKS Current Affairs magazine is being prepared by experts, subject experts, as well as people who cleared UPSC several times, sir. సో తెలుగులో కానీ ఇంగ్లీష్లో కానీ అదే లెవెల్లో ఉండేటట్టు తెలుగు మీడియం ఆస్పిరెంట్స్కి ఏ లిమిటేషన్ లేకుండా వాళ్ళు కంఫర్టబుల్గా యూపీఎస్సీ ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యేటట్టు ఆ మెటీరియల్ కానీ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ కానీ ప్రిపేర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది సార్. అది మీరు చూసారు కూడా
చూసారండి. దట్ ఈస్ ఐ థింక్ దట్స్ వాట్ మై సజెషన్. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ ఫర్ తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ బికాస్ they can means some of the new terms, any terminology or any they can get clarified from Telugu current affairs also.
Yes sir, yes sir. Sir, and one more recent initiative, I think you are aware of it, sir. For Telugu medium students, we are giving this basic free course, sir. Basic course on UPSC, like NCERT basics ivanni. Telugu medium students ki English books, English standard books mariyu NCERT books ni Telugulo explain chesi వాళ్ళకు ఒక స్ట్రాంగ్ ఫౌండేషన్ ఇచ్చేటట్టు కూడా ఏకేఎస్ ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసెస్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం సార్. దట్ విల్ ఆల్సో బి యూస్ఫుల్ అని మేము అనుకుంటున్నాం సార్.
yes sir. Actually ఎందుకంటే ఈవెన్ సివిల్ at any stage అండి, ఈవెన్ at 3 stages NCERT concepts are very useful for a civil service aspirant, because so I think what you are giving actually that will be very useful for even Telugu medium students and also even other students also. It will be very useful, I hope.
Thank you sir. Sir, and what is your next plan of action, sir? Like,
actually my target was IAS, but I hope this time I may get our IPS or IRS. If time permits, then I may give one more attempt. Otherwise, I will settle whatever service.
So we wish and hope that you definitely give the attempt this year also, and you will clear this time with a much better rank and get into IAS, sir.
Thank you.
And whatever support that you need from our end, we will always be there to support you, sir. And can you tell about AKS IAS Academy, sir? In which way, like for the students, like in which way will it be helpful?
Actually, I am always thankful to AKS IAS Center because it will be helpful even because at all stages of exam it will be very useful, because even for my current affairs, even NCERT concepts, any also it will be helpful. And I have taken many mock tests at prelims and also taken mock tests in the mains exam also. I have taken interview guidance. I think at every stage it was useful for me. I think I'm very thankful. I once again tell I'm thankful to you, AKS IAS Center.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for acknowledging, sir. But we would like to tell all students that whatever support that we give is only 10%. Rest is the hard work and determination from your end, sir. So your perseverance, preparation, hard work, I think that is the reason for your success, sir. But yeah, we played a small role in whatever way that we could help you. So we hope and wish that definitely next year you will get into IAS also, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students. Thank you.
This video is brought to you by AKSIAS.